Hi guys, I'm gonna do a short video today. It's not actually a repair video, but it's mostly an advice type of video. And what I'm gonna talk about today, it's about liquid spills, especially in a MacBook, MacBook Air, regular MacBook, MacBook Pro. This will apply to any years, 2009 if you guys still have that hold of a Mac, all the way to the newest Mac. So why I decided to make this video is because I'm getting a lot of computers in my shop, a lot of Apple computers which they have liquid spills. Some of them will be more water than others, some just couple drops, some with actually a whole cup of liquid spilled inside of the computer. And while there's not much you can do, once you have a spill in your computer, I would highly recommend you to take it as soon as possible to a shop, to a repair shop. I know that some of you might have might have the financials planned for something else. This is an unexpected situation, but most of the shops will understand you. So take it as soon as possible to the shop, at least to have it cleaned, at least to have it assessed, and they will gladly hold it for you for. If you decide to go ahead with the repair. For example, in my shop, you can leave the computer up to 90 days. So you have enough time to come up with the money and pay for the repair if you decide to go ahead and do it. Now, what's this video about? I see that many people, when they spill something in their computer, right away they go on Google and they look on what to do in trying to save the computer. Well, first and foremost, once you spill something in your computer, unplug it from the power source and turn off the computer immediately, that just in case the computer didn't turn off itself already. Why? Because most of the time, I mean, depending what type of liquid you spilled on it, they will not right away start to damage the internal components. However, when you apply electricity to the computer, that's when things go downhill from there, and you can actually create even bigger problem than you already had. Now, many people, they find, let's say, if you spill the liquid on top of a keyboard, for example, this MacBook, right, has a liquid spill. So what people find online, it's some people recommend to take a blow dryer and blow the liquid away. That's a very, very poor advice. I would highly recommend you not to do it. You're going to create more trouble than you already have. Why? Because when you blow dry the keyboard, first you're going to push the liquid in an area where otherwise the liquid would have not gotten by itself. Okay? And that is to the logic board. Now, the MacBooks are not the best computers out there when it comes to liquid proofness, or pretty much it's just on the back of the keyboard. There's just a plastic film which kind of keeps the liquid away from the internals, but that's just if you have a little bit of liquid. If you have a lot of it, don't do it. Some of them, they recommend you to shake it. Don't shake it. Don't shake the computer. Again, the liquid will get to areas where otherwise you wouldn't have gotten by itself. So rice won't really work. Rice works for small electronics like a phone or something like that. But for this one, what you could do, you could just, I mean, if you really can take it to a shop right away, go to any hardware store or go to any electronics store, like if you have a Micro Center, or I don't know, B&H if you live in Manhattan, or wherever you have around. Lowe's and Home Depot will work as well, and find they sell this kind of silica packs. This is a small one. In a home improvement store you'll find much larger one. And what silica does for you is basically, when you buy the shoes, you always find those little packets. Those are desiccants. So they just suck the wire from a certain computer or electronic or whatever you have. So buy a box as small as possible, enough to fit your computer. Put it upside down with the screen facing down. Put a napkin or something, or a very small like a microfiber cloth in between the screen and the keyboard. Close the computer. Make sure it's not a thick cloth, so it's not going to break the actual screen. Close it and cover it with the silica packs. Make sure the container is fully closed and leave it there. Don't touch it until you actually are able to take it to a repair shop. Another thing which you can do, and this is one of the most important and one of the best things you can do for your computer, it's actually well, that will necessitate to have an actual screwdriver in your place, and just open your computer up. You just have to open the back case of the computer. It's not a big deal, believe me, it's very easy. You have, depending which MacBook you have, you might have anywhere between 6 to 10 screws. You just remove the screws, you remove the back cover of the computer and disconnect the battery. Okay, once you've done that, the liquid will not create any damage on a short term. Okay, so as long as you disconnect the power source, you are fine. So I'm gonna show you on 2 or 3 computers, whatever I have open around here, what you have to do after you disconnect the actual, after you remove the back cover. So this is what we have here. This is a MacBook Air. This will work for any Mac from 2013 to 2017. Actually, no, I'm lying. 2011, 2017. The newer ones, they're a little bit different, so you know, the battery disconnection would be a little bit different. So what you have to do, you have a couple screws here. Okay, you need to use a pentalobe screwdriver. You find it in any computer shop, computer store, I'm sorry. So you disconnect this, you disconnect all these screws, you open the case, and then you have the internals of the computer. Okay, now the battery, as you see in this particular one, if you follow the cable from the actual battery, you'll see the battery which is connected right there. All you have to do, this battery has a little tab right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. All you have to do is just grab it with your fingers and just pull it outwards. Okay, now the battery is disconnected and the motherboard is not powered anymore, so no more damages can actually happen to that particular computer. On a newer Macs, let me see, 2000 and I believe that's 2016 or 2017. You have, I'll show you how it is. This is it. I mean, you can look on YouTube on a particular computer how to disconnect the battery, but this is just couple examples. So I'm just gonna put this one back right here, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So the battery in this machine, it's a little bit different. Okay, so if you look right here, from the battery you have a ribbon cable, right? So we'll have to remove this ribbon cable, and what you have to do, let's zoom in. You have this little tiny connector, right? Just pop it up. You don't need any tools or anything. You can use your nail. Just lift it up and pull this cable out, okay? And if you want to go even further, then you can just disconnect also the battery, unscrew that screw right here. Okay, that's a T5 screw. You remove this one and you just lift it up, and that's about it. Okay, just like this. So yeah, that's about it. That's about how to disconnect the battery. And one more thing, which I actually forgot to mention, is if you don't have the silica packs, if you cannot take it to a shop or anything like that right away, the way you'll have to store the computer until you can actually take it would be like this. You open it up, you open the screen at the 90-degree angle, okay, and you will put it just like that on the side of a table or something with the keyboard facing down. Okay, so all the liquid which actually spilled onto the keyboard will have actually time to go out. Okay, and leave it like that for about 24 to 48 hours, and you know, then take it to a repair shop. Don't try to power it on before the issue was fixed. Also, don't really worry about the data, because hard drives, most of the times, the hard drives, I'm talking about probably 90% of the times, the hard drives are intact. Okay, so your data will be fine. Now, if you have a MacBook Pro from 2017 or newer, the hard drive unfortunately is not removable anymore. So the only way you could get the data out of it is actually to have the logic board fixed. If you take it to an Apple store, they will replace the logic board, and therefore you will lose the data that you have inside. So I would say just take it to 1 or 2 repair shops which they know what they're doing, which they offer logic board level repair, and see if they can fix it. Because most of the stores, they will tell you, well, you know what, you're gonna replace the logic board, it's gonna cost you this and that, and you're losing the data. Meanwhile, most of the time, 85 to 90% of the time, the logic boards can be easily fixed. So, you know, if your neighborhood repair shop doesn't offer motherboard repairs, motherboard level repairs, take it somewhere else, and you know, see what other people can do for you. So yeah, that's that. Also, in order to protect your Mac, I would highly recommend you to get one of these guys. It's a silicone type cover which you put it on top of your keyboard. Okay, yes, I know the keyboard will feel a little bit different. If you're a fast typer, this might be a little bit inconvenient because your fingers won't slide on it like the bare keyboard. However, if you spill something on it, you can just turn the computer up, you remove the silicone cover, the liquid wouldn't have gotten into the keyboard, and you would have saved yourself a computer and a couple $100. Okay, so yeah, I hope I covered pretty much everything when it comes to, everything. I covered a part of what you should do and what you should definitely not do when you have a liquid spill in your computer. Doesn't matter if it's Mac or PC, but most of the time I see Macs with this kind of problem. Okay. So yeah, until next time, hope you guys stay safe. Hope I teach you something, and if you have any questions, you can leave a comment under the video. I will try to answer. I don't promise anything. I'm kind of busy, so I don't really have time to monitor my YouTube channel. Subscribe also, and more videos will come in the future. Thank you so much. Till next time, take care.